When it comes to the part of Super Bowl Sunday that is the San Francisco passing offense against the Kansas City pass defense, don't let the fact that Jimmy Garoppolo threw 27 total passes in 2 playoff wins lull you into thinking that he is only along for the ride.
No, that's exactly right. I mean, he's done a great job managing games so far in the playoffs, but they haven't needed him to throw the football.
Right.
I mean, we saw him in Seattle Week 17 throw the football. He was really effective. We saw him go to New Orleans and win a shootout against Drew Brees, right? So let's not sleep on it, to your point. You're exactly right. And the 49ers, they have a pretty good drop back pass game. Now, my big thing is with the 49ers, as you and I talked about even last week, they want to attack the middle of the field when they drop back the pass. Whether it's play actions, boots, whatever it is, they are looking to strike right in here more times than not, all right? And where they stress you out, too, is the formation itself. Okay, you're looking at this and you're going, this is 21 personnel. This is, 2 backs. There's George Kittle, the tight end, and then there's your 2 receivers, okay? Now, right now, you're Green Bay. Green Bay's in base defense. They got 3D linemen in, all right? There's a Smith, there's Goodson, and there's Martinez. So they're thinking run. It's 21 personnel. They've been running it down our throat. We got to worry about that. Oh, no, you don't have to worry about that because ultimately the 49ers are going to motion out Juszczyk to be up here, and then Mozart's going to come in motion and end up about right here to where it's going to become an empty set. So let's get to that. All right. Now let's see. So there's your fine. Okay. So now Juszczyk is up here, right? He's motioned up there. Mozart's still here. So right now Green Bay is going, okay, wait. There is the pass element we got to worry about now, but Mozart's still in the backfield. We got to worry about the run game. But go to the next picture, Pete. Now he's motioned out. Now okay, yes, it's a pass.
Right.
But Shanahan's got you right where he wants you.
But thinking about that, Martinez was on the hash.
Right.
He moved out to here.
He's moved over.
And as we know, because we've seen the play, and we've watched them play all season, they want to go in here.
Right.
So they have just said, we'll play along. We'll make the gap in here even wider by going with that back.
Exactly right. Added to your point of what you're saying is now you have Preston Smith and B.J. Goodson playing nickel corner, right, against George Kittle, and I think this is Deebo Samuel.
Yeah.
All right, advantage 49ers. Yeah. Now, ultimately, what the Packers are doing here coverage-wise, just so I can inform everybody, they're playing what we would call quarter, half, all right? This guy's responsible for this quarter. This guy right here, Jair Alexander, basically playing man-to-man almost, but just responsible for his quarter. And then this is cover 2 up here. Okay, he's looking for anybody in the flat. This guy's worried about this deep half, all right?
The main point is these guys are bailing.
Yes.
They're not helping up in here, which is where you said
they're playing a shell
go.
coverage. They're getting out. And to everything you said, the middle of the field is going to be open. We just don't know where it's going to be open yet. And that's where the 49ers are good. They basically, and I'll show you here in a second, attack the middle of the field with both sides of the receiving route combinations here, according to what kind of 2-deep shell coverage you're playing. So let's go to the next picture here. The next picture, Jimmy G drops back. You mentioned it. Look, Martinez is over here. He's worried probably more about George Kittle than anything, all right? Now, what we have here is, all right, go. Okay, this guy Mozart is just going to sit here and kind of work the underneath right here, and they got Kittle coming underneath like this, right? Because if this was Tampa 2, all right, Blake Martinez would be way down here, right? Let's say it was Tampa 2, it'd be like that, right? And Blake Martinez would be way down the middle. They'd go, ooh, play Kittle right here underneath Blake Martinez, and we got him. But Kyle's teaching his linebacker, okay, if it's not Tampa 2, and you see the linebacker kind of sit at, let's say, 5 or 6 yards, and he's looking for crossers, I want you to throw somebody behind him.
Exactly.
Right? And that's where they have Juszczyk running an under route, and then they have Deebo Samuel going to attack and come behind it now because Martinez's bright lights are on George Kittle.
And even though Garoppolo is looking this way, there comes a point in time when you come up against this kind of defense, you can see out of your periphery that all of this is wide open.
Definitely. He
doesn't have to be looking at that to know it's there.
No doubt about it. He's already looked at it with like 2 or 3 steps into his drop, and now, yes, he's just looking over here to see how this unfolds. Is Deebo going to separate from B.J. Goodson? He's just trying to get a picture because, to your point, yes, he already has the feel that Martinez didn't get deep, and he's cheating to Kittle and over there. So he's already looked that way, and now he's getting to the back of his drop, and he's starting to go, okay, is my guy going to cross face? Are we going to get open here? And he's kind of evaluating the situation, which, as we know, let's go to the next picture, Pete. bam, and you can see it's all coming to fruition. Look, Blake Martinez is over on Kittle, right? But now B.J. Goodson, who's playing two-deep zone, his job is not to continue to carry him down the field. It's two-deep zone. Now he's going, well, my safety gets him. He's going too far down. I'm not a nickel corner. He's more worried about stopping this at this point, which now is going to lead this huge hole here in the middle.
Yeah, this may not look like a giant space, or maybe it does look like a giant space, but when that gap is there and this guy's bailed that much, this is a PGA golfer standing over a 2-foot putt.
That's exactly right. It's slam dunk.
Right.
I mean, I'd like to think that you and me, even right now, as long as we knew they weren't going to hit us, that we could throw it in there for a completion. And that's the big thing, is Shanahan's got so many ways to attack the middle of the field. You got to disguise. You got to be able to confuse and show coverages late. And Kansas City is good at doing that. Kansas City is the type of team who will line up in this right here, and then it's set hut, and all of a sudden he comes down here and he flies back, and he's over here. They'll do so that's going to be the interesting matchup. But the big thing is, like you said, don't sleep on Jimmy G. They can protect the quarterback. He is a good quarterback. He's shown that. And Shanahan is always going to attack the middle of the field, whether it's play action or drop back pass, and you got to be ready to defend that, because he throws a strike to Deebo Samuel, and Deebo Samuel's going to turn it up the field, and he's a shoelace away from breaking this to be a 70-yard touchdown. As you can see, I mean, they barely get him down right there. Clear, please. And you can see they barely get him down with a shoestring tackle, or that's going to be a house call.
Right.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.